Hello, welcome to another video. I have something very exciting today. Anyways, I am your host, Dave, and today we're going to go over a Justice League series called the Justice League of America 2015. So this is a very good series because there's a lot of potential out-of-versal feats, a lot of scaling in between. Now, I will not go into deep, thorough detail on the comic books and the plot and everything. You just have to read it yourself. But I will go over the highlighted areas where there is a lot of scaling that pertain to New 52 For the context, Superman. Before I start, this is the very beginning of issue 1. You have Superman witnessing the destruction of his planet and also all of reality. And after all this happens, you have the Forever Stones picking him from this point in time and transporting to what is the current timeline. The main Superman was actually invited into this place called the Infinity Corporation. By using the Forever Stones, they would bring Superman from the different timelines. So you can see that there's a pile of bodies of all sorts of Superman, and one that made it, the first one that actually made it alive, actually ended up dying on the hands of Superman. Now the reason why this was happening is because they are trying to help the main Superman from dying, right? He is fated to die in this timeline. Now they are using the Forever Stones because these are temporal stones and they travel across time. And bringing all sorts of Superman, the one that was alive actually gave a forewarning to Superman not to trust whatever is coming. Now, whatever threat is coming is very powerful. According to the comic book, you got this individual that is not only ending the future, but also all throughout time, right? It is big. It is bringing a universal extinction. The back cover of the comic book series says the following: something is coming. Something that has the potential to destroy all of time and space. And it also says, it seems that Superman is fated to die, and with him, our world. So this is talking about Superman not only fated to die, but also an enemy that is very powerful that could destroy all of time. At the end of the comic book, the first issue, you have a being showing up out of nowhere. Now, beginning of Justice League 2, during Rao's appearance, a simple touch knocked out Superman. Later on in the comic book, it will be explained to why this occurred, why Superman was easily KO'd by Rao, right? Rao, the Kryptonian god, they came to Earth in order to bring peace, supposedly. Now, after the battle between the Justice League and Parasite, Wonder Woman was transported to Olympus. Now, as you can see, Olympus is shattered and abandoned. It was discovered that all the Olympian gods fled this area. They destroyed Olympus and they fled because they feared what was coming, which was the end of everything. So now we know how powerful Rao is because all the Olympian gods fled, leaving only Wonder Woman. Throughout, Rao has displayed some really amazing feats, such as turning a desert into a fresh rainforest. He's able to manipulate reality into turning a desert into a rainforest instantly. Now, this energy that Rao has, it's also a network that is connected with the prophets of Rao. Now, the prophets, they have this staff and they're able to heal people from all sorts of sicknesses, right? Clearing all sorts of hospitals. Now, this is very important because there's a lot of connections within what the prophets of Rao could do, because it is the same energy that is transferred from them to Rao and across the cosmos. Justice League of America, issue 6. Superman easily defeats a group of prophets, right? The prophets of Rao. Now, I will show you how a couple of them could actually be pretty powerful if they combine their energies, and they could do a substantial amount of damage. After challenging Rao, Superman and Rao actually fought. But this wasn't a fight. It was actually a one-sided fight where Rao actually KO'd Superman very easily. At the end of the issue, there is a small group of prophets. This was a suicide mission where the prophets sacrificed themselves in order to destroy Olympus along with Wonder Woman and Aquaman. And this is why I believe defeating a small group of them is a very big feat, because a small group of prophets are able to destroy Olympus. Now, it was discovered that Rao has the ability to duplicate red sunlight energy. And this is how he was able to cancel out Superman and easily defeat him, the two encounters that they have. It was also discovered per Batman and Cyborg that the staff used by the prophets of Rao is connected to thousands of cathedral networks. It is a vast network that is linked to billions of species across the cosmos, Rao being at the very center of it. Now, this is what makes Ra very strong, is because when he comes and brings healing to people, they are taxed. Their life energy goes to him in order to achieve immortality. Now, going back to Olympus and Wonder Woman, this is where it gets interesting, because now she's able to rebuild all of Olympus. She is Olympus because due to the absence of every other god that has abandoned their place, now Wonder Woman is the one taking their place and taking also the roles of the Olympian gods. Now, this type of Wonder Woman doesn't really have a title, so for the sake of just this issue and this run, I'm just gonna say Olympus Wonder Woman. Another feat that Ra has performed is easily canceling out Green Lantern's ring and just shutting it off from there. Now, in the end of the issue, when Superman was captured, he forced the cathedral, dragging it towards the moon, and destroyed it. Justice League of America, issue 8. Now, this is where we're going to get into the very juicy feats of New 52. An unrestrained Superman fights Ra for the second time. In this fight, it seems that Superman has all of the upper hand and is winning the fight. After being told that every time Ra takes damage, the population of Earth is the one that suffers, because Ra has converted the people and he is still linked to them. So after learning this, Superman decides not to further engage in combat. This is where Superman decides to just take the hits. This is Ra's cheap way of making Superman surrender, because Superman cares more of the people and he doesn't want to hurt anybody. Now, the punches that Superman was enduring, it was felt all the way back to Metropolis. Now, Superman sustained a heavy amount of injuries, such as broken ribs, a collapsed lung, and a burst liver, and Superman seems to be unfazed by this. Olympus, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman came to save Superman. Now, this is where Wonder Woman came in and started to fight him on a 1v1. Capable of actually giving damage to Ra, she was told to back off because she would have hurt other people from Earth because of the connection that exists. Now, in order for this to happen, in order to defeat Ra, they have to disconnect them, and in doing so, they had to use Parasite. The type of energy that Parasite was being infused with was not only the energy that Cyborg and Batman were building up and they were using, but also by Arthur, right, Aquaman. Olympus Wonder Woman also was giving her energy. You have the Flash that was giving his energy, which was the Speed Force, and also Superman's leftover energy that he had. All of this combined was enough energy in order for the plan to go in motion. And in order for the plan to succeed, Superman was holding down Ra until they were able to charge the emitters and unleash this energy. And this energy was able to disconnect Ra from all of humanity. But at the same time, at the cost of Superman, he ended up dying at the end of this issue. Justice League of America, issue 9. For 15 minutes, Olympus Wonder Woman performed CPR on a dead Superman. Now, this was something where I find it a little bit odd, because usually when it comes to first responders or even in a hospital setting, it takes more than 15 minutes to bring someone back. Sometimes it takes up to 40 to 50 minutes. Batman to even say it's been 15 minutes, I just find that really odd. But anyways, in a desperate attempt to resuscitate Superman, Olympus Wonder Woman at full force, using the Zeus lightning rod, defibrillated Superman, bringing him back. Justice League of America, issue 10. Now, in the end, Ra was finally defeated because he was exposed to a red sun. The Forever Stones accelerated the Earth's sun into a red sun, making him weak. His younger self, the younger Ra, ended up killing the future Ra because he was disgusted to what he became to be. Just to reiterate what was happening, throughout the comic book, we know that Ra was a very destructive force. Even per the plot, he is stated to be someone that will destroy all of time. And Superman survived an initial attack from Ra, right? Because Ra is able to alter reality and even create red sunlight. At this point in his power level, he was really strong, because he's strong enough to even, his mere presence was able to scare off the Olympian gods. Even on a second encounter against Ra, an unrestrained Superman fought, and he had the momentum against him. Per scaling against Wonder Woman, he handled himself pretty well versus a disconnected Ra. At this point, Ra was disconnected from other cathedrals. he was still connected with the human population. And ultimately, a dead Superman took a full force of Sue's lightning rod from Olympus Wonder Woman. Olympus Wonder Woman, who could easily recreate Olympus with a thought. So this is a very powerful, powerful Wonder Woman. I feel like this comic book is underrated or hasn't even been mentioned regarding in feats. Potentially in scaling, this could be an outerversal feat. This could be an outerversal level of feat. But I'm going to leave that up to you guys, what you guys think, because I still believe that this is a very powerful Let me know what you guys think. Write it in the comment section. Tell me, hey, Dave, you're crazy. Hey, Dave, this is awesome. Hey, Dave, I don't know what you're talking about. But let me know what you guys think. I know that it could be difficult sometimes to see the scaling. Sometimes it might be a little bit off in scaling. I'm open to see what people believe, what people think. So that being said, and also another thing. There's a lot more work to do. We started the New Year's, and there's a lot of more videos for me to do. But if you like the things that I do, please, if you could help me, you guys could help me out. Donate in my PayPal. I'm gonna leave it on the description. If you like the work that I do, if you like the videos that I'm doing, and also to support me on the comic book / animation that I'm doing for Goku vs. Superman, you guys go ahead and donate. I will leave the link in the description to my PayPal. That being said, guys, thank you so much for stopping by, watching my videos. Have a blessed day. Until next time.